If your teenage child has been diagnosed with persistent physical symptoms such as chronic pain and FND, and you as a parent, I can only imagine how you feel frustrated and sometimes helpless because you may not be able to help fix the problem for your child. If you're thinking that way and then giving yourself a hard time, I would say hold that thought because you are the solution for your child's recovery. And I'm telling you, and I'm not making things up. As a pediatric psychologist and chronic pain survivor myself, my mission is to help teens and their parents recover from these persistent chronic symptoms such as chronic pain and FND so that they can reclaim their health and life from the inside out. And if you're new to this channel, then make sure to click the link below because I do have a free PDF parenting guide to help teens at home. And it's completely free and you can get it right now. Okay, so today I want to talk about why parents are the solution for their child when it comes to recovering from persistent symptoms such as chronic pain and FND. And this is the third study that I am sharing with you that what I'm saying is actually legit and I'm not making things up. Okay, this is backed by science. And this is a study by Russell and colleagues from Cincinnati. And then that study was published in 2020. And what they did was not only they treating their teens from chronic pain, but they also enrolled their parents to get the additional education and training so that they can help their children recover at home from the chronic pain. Okay. And literally the researchers checked the parents' education and strategies through that program and whether training these parents would make a difference in the child's chronic pain recovery. Okay. And just to cut to the chase, the answer is absolutely yes. And then here's how they did it. Okay. And so they had two different programs, one for outpatient pain clinic and then one for the inpatient pain program. The outpatient pain clinic is called Parents as Coping Coaches. And then the inpatient pain program is called Putting Parents First. So they are similar programs, but not exactly the same. One for outpatient and one for inpatient. All right. And both programs had parents go through these 3 sessions of parent intervention strategies, starting with the parent education about what chronic pain is. I keep saying this in every single video. Both chronic pain and FND are biopsychosocial problem. And it's not just biological or medical. And it's not just psychological, like it's all in your head. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe some doctors are still saying that. It's not. It's much more complicated than that. But anyway, so parents got to have this education, what chronic pain really is, and the communication skills with adolescents. Starting with functional restoration, basically mean like they're going back to their life, including their teens, such as going to school, extracurricular activities, and hanging out with friends and doing chores and things like that. And then establishing their expectations at home between the parents and the adolescents, and then adding the rewards and or consequences for following or not following the expectations, which is really, really important, especially in the beginning stage of the pain recovery. And then they also talked about parenting styles, how that would impact their child's recovery, and then what to do differently. All right. And then parents also learned coping strategies such as mindfulness and these particular skills called distress tolerance skills, which is basically a fancy name for stress management skills. All right. And then so these researchers compared how do parents do and then how do kids do when parents got this diagnosis. So they compare these families who got the training versus the families and then the parents who didn't get the training, and then how they did it, okay? So the parent group who got the training obviously had a significantly greater improvement on their child's disability status, coping levels, and pain levels. So to be specific, these kids, when parents went through this training, the education, communication, and coping strategies for themselves, then these kids had a lower functional disability, which is good news, and then higher level of coping, which is excellent, and then lower pain intensity level even after these programs ended. So their effect was longer lasting beyond the program duration, which is awesome. And this is exactly why I keep saying parents are the solution for their child's recovery from these persistent physical symptoms, such as chronic pain and FND. And I hope I was able to convince you that when I say parents are the solutions, I mean it, and it's legit, and it's scientifically backed up studies that I have shared with you. Okay, and there are 2 other studies that I shared earlier, so make sure to click the link below and check out that studies too. They're pretty fascinating. So, as a parent, what can you do? I have 3 things I can suggest. Number 1, self-care. Okay, relaxation strategies, mindfulness, stress management skills. As long as they're safe and healthy, I don't really care what you do to get that relaxation going. All right, because it's really important. And then it's also important to promote your teens' independence, such as no status checking questions, like you're not asking, how's your pain? How's your symptoms? How did you sleep? What's the pain level? And, things like that, because it doesn't help. And do not over worry, aka catastrophizing. That doesn't help. All right. And then also, you can validate your teens' experiences. Teens want to be heard, understood, and really being supported rather than being corrected, right? Because when people try to correct themselves, usually they respond with defensiveness, or some sort of emotional reactions, and which is not exactly what parents are looking for. What kids are looking for is really being heard, understood, and be supported. That doesn't mean that you have to agree with what they want or what they're saying all the time. It's not about agreeing or disagreeing. It is literally about, yeah, I hear you. I believe you. I understand you. Those are the simple things that they really want to hear. Okay, I hope it was helpful. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video.